We move on. Deanna, who's next?
I think you have
Lexi.
Oh, she's here
Lexi
already.
right there.
She already climbed up here.
She's ready.
Let's see. I need to read about Lexi here. Is her name really Alexa?
Alexa, yes.
She goes by Lexi, though.
Yeah.
She's almost 9.
Are you almost 9?
This one says she's really smart also. It says, Lexi, there's your name. She is really smart. That's you.
Good job.
Really smart. Oh, it says more, Lexi. She is really pretty.
Look at that.
Really pretty. It says both of those things right here. A lot of times the learners that I'm presented with live here. That's where they live. One of the jobs I have is to get them from here to out here. Salute. And that is job number 1, because if I can't get them interacting with the environment, there's nowhere to go. So a lot of the things I do are little tricks just to get them out of their head. And that one actually worked quite well. You actually saw it. Within 10 seconds, she went from this little shy girl to looking at the paper and saying, does it really say that about me? So what we want to do is we have to analyze what's actually happening. We have to look at what is actually the breakdown point when she feels she has to revert to that squeaky, sing-song, mothery's voice. Is it because the conversation got too demanding, the wording, the language, the ideas behind it? Was it a boy or a girl? Was it somebody older or younger than her? We need to make some distinctions based upon not just generalizations where we say she goes to that voice because she's talking to somebody and she'll just go to her voice. We need to decide what makes her go to that voice. And then we look at what function is being served by her going to that voice. Does she become now a child that doesn't have to respond because kids 2 years old don't have to respond? So now you've asked me a tough question, I'll withdraw and I won't respond because I'm 2 now and I'm not going to answer that. That type of thing. Do you think there's any type of distinction, male, female, older, younger, more complex speech? Is there anything that just pops out at you that you could say, yeah, she really regresses when this happens?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Okay, so you'll just make a note of that.
Yeah.
I'll just plant that seed in you.
Yeah.
And just make a note of that, and I'm sure that something will actually pop up in the next few months. You'll go, yeah, it does happen more with boys than girls.
Right.
And just write it down somewhere, or write me an email and say, yeah, we just noticed this. We're going to, oh yeah, it does happen when they're older than her. Oh, it does happen when they start talking about such and such. And at least that'll give us a starting point. Now, I make an app that might help in this respect, but I wouldn't use it yet. I would do some of the things that I mentioned to Dad. And I wrote this for people on the spectrum because a lot of them can talk, whose are not as bright as yours, but they can talk, but they don't get engaged in conversation. They don't initiate, and they don't maintain. This is a guide. Here, I'll show you.
Glenn, it's your turn. Please say.
So it actually prompts them completely through a conversation. Use script. So it's almost a social script. And it works really wonderfully. They listen to the directions, and when they're finished saying it, they touch their picture, and then it moves on to the other person, and it guides either the non-disabled peer or another person that's in a wheelchair or something like that, and they have a full-on conversation using the turn talking as their aid.
Lexi.
It's your turn. Now you say, hi, Katie.
Can you say, hi, Katie? And then you touch your picture.
Good job.
Dad.
It's your turn.
And you get the idea. It goes back and forth like this.
Ant. A-N-T. Ant.
Oh, we're good. What letter is that? You know that one? You know that letter? That's an A. Can you find the A? It's yellow.
A.
What letter is that one? Can you find it? It's green.
N.
You know that one? That's a blue one.
T.
crawl like an
Space bar,
ant?
please.
Show me. There you go. Okay, space bar. That's great.
Let's
White.
keep going.
Lexi.
Now you spell ant.
What was that? Oh, you're so smart. Go for it. You do it.
N. T.
This would be a perfect program for her because she's got the critical thinking skills. She just needs experience in some of these more demanding words. This is called spell a word.
Thank you.
And you can customize the list.
E.
A nice special ed teacher, Cynthia, made about 1,200 words up.
Your turn.
The pictures are there, the sounds are there. Those are available to you free.
A.
The word lists, pictures and sounds are already done, but you can always add your own.
E.
And you can have addresses, phone numbers, people's names, names of the school. You can put all those in here.
Keep up the good work.
Like, does she know her phone number?
Lexi. She probably knows
Now
mom's.
you spell A. A. E. That's just great. Press the space bar, please. Let's keep going. A. X. E.
Lexi.
Now you try it. A. X. E. Good. Press the space bar, please. Thank you.
Lexi.
See if you can spell A. X.
Now there's a help feature here that if she forgets the letter, she can press the space bar and it'll show her the rest of the word, but then she has to start from the beginning.
Space bar, please.
I'm mean.
Keep up the good work. Acorn. A.
There we go.
C.
I think we may see a help on this one.
N. Acorn.
Lexi.
Now you try it. A.
Colored rows. I love colored rows. If you look at that keyboard, colored rows, they make it so nice to help them. Because if they can't find it, you just tell them the color. They always find it. And Dad here is doing a great job of being patient. Usually dads will say something at this point. Oh, come on, you know where that is. So that's a favorite of Dad's.
Good. Press the space bar.
Okay, here, this will be a good one now.
Keep up the good work.
Lexi.
Now you spell acorn. A. C. O.
Try something else.
What was the word?
Now, if you need help, you can ask for the help with the space bar. Ooh, she wants to do it herself. Try asking for help.
Acorn. Start over, please.
Okay, here we go.
A.
Now, the only people who get frustrated are the adults watching,
Yeah.
not the kids. It's perfectly paced for them. They feel very successful.
O.
Can you touch the picture?
R.
Say the word again?
No. That's a good one, though.
Good job, guys.
I like that. I'm going to add that.
Good job.
That was a hard one.
You are all done. Can you stand her up and face the crowd? Can everybody clap for Lexi? And clapping for you.
Wow.